Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. We are from group 6 at science
Okay.
A class that will presentation about passive voice. No, me as Japhiar Darrel at absent 50 absent.
My name is Mohammad Zaqi from absent 20.
My name is Mohammad Azikra from absent 21.
And the one more again that Hafizh Arrasyid.
What is passive voice? A passive voice is a construction. It's a grammatically voice construction that is found in many languages, such as English, of course. In a clause with passive voice, the grammatical subject express the theme or tensions of the main verb. That is like the person or the thing that undergoes the action or has it has its state changed. Next.
So the function of passive voice is used to show interest in the person or object that experience an action rather than the person or object that performs or the action. In other words, the most important thing or person becomes the subject of the sentence. So we're gonna change the subject from the person into from the object into the subject. We switch the place basically.
Okay.
Ini teh bagian habis kan?
Mana tadi?
Mana?
Oh, aku oke. Okay. And the next is formulation and the examples of the passive voice. We have the active voice in the verse that tell us what a person or thing does. The subject performs the action or verb on the object. With the example, one, the object, two, verb, and three, the object. The example is Anna painted the house. The teacher always answered the students' questions. Ali posts the video online. Look at the example. Look at it. The example that the kalimat apa bahasa Inggrisnya?
Sentence.
Oh, that the sentence tell us like the subject, verb, and object that you just see the example and there. And next, the passive voice. Passive voice that tell us what is done to someone or something. That show the passive voice was done. It's just actually done, and the object and the subject is being acted upon. Object, verb, subject. Like the example, the house was painted by Anna. The students' questions are answered by the teacher. The video was posted online by Ali. That the example shows that the object, that the subject was done what or someone was doing. Next.
Let's go.
Right on general.
Ini nggak terlalu banyak dibahas ini seharusnya.
Ini teh bagian aku ya.
Iya, kasih tahu aja ini cuma tipe-tipenya aja.
Like you see in here, so many types of passive voice that maybe we has been learned in the past in 11 class, maybe like the simple present, simple past, future, and more. Next.
So this is the example of the types of passive voice. First of all is the simple present. The active sentence of the simple present is my daughter cleans the kitchen once a week. The cleans is verb one. So in passive, the kitchen is cleaned by daughter once a week. Uh, from this example, we see that the kitchen in active it changed into the subject in the passive, into the in front, and the cleans that we use in active was verb one. We use it for three, and we add what is MR? MR now?
Nah,
To be nggak sih? Yes, to be.
ya deh kayaknya.
Ya nggak sih? Pokoknya SMR ya. Nah, in
Hmm.
the simple past, the example, the active sentence is my boy can repair the car yesterday. So in the passive, the car was repaired by Ken. In the passive, we add after the car we add was. So was or were. It depends on the object that they use in the active. In the simple future, the example of active is Duck. Duck will finish his homework at by 7 p.m. In the passive, the homework will be finished by Duck at 7 p.m. We can see that this sentence we add the will after the will we add be, and the finish it turns into the verb three, of course. So that's next. Let's go.
Present continuous. On active, we see that the example is he is watching TV right now. And passive is the TV is being watched by him. On passive, we can see like the TV is being that show us that it's the present activities, and watched that is verb three by him object. Okay. Next is past continuous. On active is Benjamin who was waiting for them for this paper. Passive, they were being waited for by Benjamin for this paper. And last is future continuous. Active, Diego will be typing a letter, and passive is a letter will be being typed by Diego. Next.
Let me introduce myself. My name is Hafizh Arrasyid from present 14. So next on the types of passive voice tenses, there is a present perfect tense, past perfect tense, future perfect tense, present perfect continuous tense, past perfect continuous tense, and future perfect continuous tense. So let's start with present perfect tense. For the active example, he has watched a movie. And for a passive example, a movie has been watched by her. Past perfect tenses example, for the active voice, we had eaten salmon fish there, sorry. For the passive example, salmon fish had been eaten by us there. Next, for the future perfect example, for the active voice, you will have given these toys. And for the passive voice, these toys will have been given by you. If you see the tenses, for the present perfect tense, there is a subject has or have, and verb 3 for the active voice. And for the passive voice, subject has or have, been, and verb 3. Next, on the past perfect tense, for the active voice is subject, had, and verb 3. And for the passive voice, subject, had, been, and verb 3. And for the future perfect tense, for the active voice is subject, will, have, and verb 3. For the passive voice, subject, will, have, been, given, been, and verb 3. Okay, next, present perfect continuous. For the active examples, Rahma has been operating this machine. There's a subject, has, been, and verb. For the passive example, this machine has been being operated by Rahma. Subject, has, been, being, and verb 3. Next, for the past perfect continuous examples, for the active voice is Marcus had been destroying our enemy. There's a subject, had, been, and verb 3. For the passive voice, our enemy had been being destroyed by Marcus. There's a subject, had, been, being, and verb 3. For the last of these examples of tenses, there is a future perfect continuous tenses. For the active, there is Mr. Ahmad will have been writing lessons for students. There's a subject, will have been verbing. And for the passive voice, lessons will have been being written by Mr. Ahmad for students. A subject will have been being and verb 3.
That's all about our
Our
presentation about the passive
Our
voice.
presentation.
I'm so sorry, or apologize me if that maybe we're uh, maybe we talk too wrong and not perfect at grammarly. I'm sorry. And thanks for your attention. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
satu.